Hey gang, this is Tom from Cash Flow Experts. I'm the CEO of the company and I am one of the co-founders of the Small Business Funding Network. So it is a absolute blast and a pleasure to get a chance to get my tie straight here, get a chance to connect with all of you that are joining us today in this live stream from not just all around the country, but if I put my glasses on, I think that I will see that there are participants who are coming on to the stream, even from all over the world. So great. I reach my hand up, shake yours in a warm virtual welcome. It's the next best thing to being there. It's not quite as cozy as if we were in the same room at one of the many live webinars that I've done over the last 20 plus years. But as we say, it's the next best thing. Hey, before I get into who we are, pardon me, and what we're going to do today, I like to, if we have a sponsor, I like to give a shout out. I like to make book recommendations at the beginning of shows like this. This is a really good one, Wild Thoughts from Wild Places, but that's not what I'm going to do today. I'm not going to talk about this great book. Here's what I'm going to recommend today. Okay, I'm going to hit you with this. I'm a huge music fan, all kinds of different genre. So this morning, I was listening to, if you haven't considered this, please go do and look him up. Jim Croce, I think, for my money, I mean, I wouldn't argue with you that James Taylor is probably the best living singer-songwriter that we've ever had. But Jim Croce, I will say to you, if you go beyond just Time in a Bottle, I had to say I love you in a song. If you go beyond those, go and look up and listen. Listen to Jim Croce's song, Working the Car Wash Blues. Listen to his song, Roller Derby Queen. I was listening to them today, and that is some of the finest singing storytelling that I think that you will ever find in the history of music. And there was nothing, my kids say I'm an old fool, and I will agree with them. I think there was nothing better than the music that came out of the late 70s. Of course, I was still a child then, but that was the heyday of me getting exposure to music. So I'm a huge music fan, every single genre. You probably wouldn't even believe it, but I'm totally into popular music as much as I am to the oldies. I love to listen to real classic jazz, great Miles Davis stuff. So that's my shout out. I'm going to keep this fast paced and moving, but that's my shout out at the start of these kind of shows, to give people a little something extra, a little something more that you might not have considered. If you haven't done so recently, go and listen to one of Jim Croce's songs, like Working the Car Wash Blues. It'll put a big smile on your face, as you can see it's doing for me. So let's get on to more important information, details of why you're probably here. Who we are and what we do is this. If you've not met us before, I can see we've got a lot of returning clients, which is a great privilege and a treat to me. But if you're new to this, we're a 22-year-old education company. So we help educate small business owners, entrepreneurs, and we are a service provider to several million, as I said, small business owners. We've set up tens of thousands of business entities, think LLC, corporation. We've facilitated billions of dollars in funding access, and we help hundreds of our clients sell or buy good businesses. What we have available today is two things. You can see, right, I've got listed up there 1 and 2, along with a beautiful picture of, I think that's Yosemite. I'm pretty sure that's from the snapshot that I like the best. So we got two things that we're going to deal with and focus on today. We have an already profitable business that is for sale to a new buyer. So the instant deliverable, pardon me, that I can give to you is that first come, first serve. Someone can take over an actual profit-making, running, fully functioning business if you act quickly. So we already have a profitable business that's for sale to a new owner who acts quickly for essentially no money down, and we have the outline. That's number 2. We have the outline we will share with you today of the process for how buying good businesses that are already making money can be done by just using the back-end profit that the business makes later on down the road after you've taken over its assets. So that's all logical, right? Completely common, makes plenty of sense. What kind of business is for sale today? I know that's going to be a lot of people's questions that you can take over and immediately collect the profits from when we transfer all the operating assets into your name or your business name. Well, it's a fully automated online business that over the last 6 months has averaged $6,400 a month. I can give you all the proprietary details on it by email as soon as you place your fully refundable transfer deposit through the website that I'll give you access to today. I'm going to flip these over in quick succession, and you will be given the immediate invitation to be able to do that. It is a very good business. That's just straightforward. Everything we do is simple, commonplace. It sells digitally licensed products on a website storefront that is already very popular. So as I said, this is an already running, fully functional existing business. There's no physical inventory and very little gets shipped, but it does come with a nice large digital inventory that's already in place that you'll be able to keep using for the next 5 years to generate continued profit. So everything is there for not just immediate money coming in, but long-term success as well. So another great question I'm sure people have is, Tom, how does the transfer of business ownership work to convey all the existing assets over to you, including all future income it generates for essentially no money down other than the standard transfer fee, which I've just mentioned? You just go, the way you do this is you just go to the website and enter your information with a credit card or debit card before the deadline, and then I will personally email you in the next 24 hours, and we will ship you transfer instruction package to you immediately. So you go to the website. I'm about to do the full walkthrough here, right? Very quickly. Go to the website, click the links wherever they may be found, above, below, beside the video screen. You know how to do this. And then that gets you first come, first serve. It gets you this amazing opportunity, okay? Now, it's very clean and simple, as I've just stated. I got a lot of notes I want to cover here in as quick succession as possible. So the fact is, as you claim the business, we will code the main income account over to your name so that tomorrow morning sales will start to flow directly to you. So this is an actual business ownership transfer where the money will begin going directly to your name or your business name, whichever you prefer. Now, I know some of you are thinking, because obviously we've been doing this for 20 plus years, right? I do these kinds of streaming seminars, events. I've been a featured keynote front of the stage speaker everywhere from New York City to LA and all points in between. When I used to be on the real estate circuit, I did RIA meetings in cities I didn't even know had associations. So we've been doing this for quite a long time. I understand the kinds of questions and things that come up in people's minds that need to be addressed straightforward and upfront so that you can understand exactly what's going on. So some of you may be thinking, why is this business available? Is there something wrong with it? Good, common, normal question for some people to answer who are less familiar with this type of opportunity. Good question. There is nothing wrong with the business. In fact, it's done better than the current ownership expected. So they're now needing to shuffle some assets around to push excessive income, current income, into distant future when the tax burden will be lower. That's smart. People who've got a lot of irons in the fire need to do these kinds of things, kind of shuffling deck chairs, right? You need to logically understand, which I'm sure most of you do, that profitable businesses get bought and sold all the time for a wide variety of reasons. That's why I put this up there as a primer for you. Nothing unusual about a business getting an ownership transfer, even while it is making good money. So it happens as common as the sun rising every day of the week, right? So in fact, I can give you a little bit of my background and history, if you care for that information. But I've done this myself many times over the last 30 years with businesses that I've started from scratch and just grew out of or lost interest in, or sometimes I found a better opportunity that I could deploy my time and my resources to. I mean, that's the real key to life is you have a limited amount of energy, limited amount of time, limited amount of resources. No matter what you're in now, we call it zero-based thinking. No matter what you're in now, you wake up every day, you ask yourself a question. If I wasn't deep currently in this opportunity right now, would I start it all over again at the very beginning? And if your answer sometimes, for a variety of very good reasons, could be no, then you move on. You pivot, right? You pivot. You can transfer easily ownership, and you can still get some of the fruits of that initial buildup that you did, and you go off into something that maybe the market's changed, maybe your tastes have changed, you're more passionate about something else, some different opportunity. So this is a normal, common sense, commonplace, good for the heart, good for the head idea for people who are tuned in to these opportunities that are all around it. This is not a world of finite resources. As a matter of fact, it is a world of practically limitless resources. It's just a question of imagination, learning, and understanding, which is why I think we've been successful 22 years. We've been teaching, educating, not just providing services, not just providing funding for people who desperately need it. So here is how you can buy this business that I'm talking about right now that's currently for sale if you hurry, and how this ownership transfer works. Let me show you the details, right? Let me show you exactly what we're talking about here. So this is it. How this is going to be done for the fast-acting person who takes access to this opportunity, okay? The details of this deal that make it so attractive for a new owner to take over the assets are this. And again, if you want to go and be the person who's able to take this deal down while it's still available, go right now, open up a new browser tab if that's the easiest way for you to do it, and type in www.cashnow348.com, cash like money, now like better do it now or it'll be gone, cashnow348.com, or in the video description, usually YouTube links. If you're within the actual YouTube channel, it'll link to the same secure checkout page. Or as I said, depending on the device you're watching on, they can put it on a web page and give you links beside, above, below the video screen. This is not your first rodeo. You know exactly how to do this. So here are the details, okay? All the money goes directly to you in the future, starting tomorrow morning, from every source this business generates. And the cool thing is that there is more than one, okay? So it's a great, amazing opportunity. Again, first come, first serve. You get the details of this purchase. You get, as I just said, all the future money goes directly to you. You get 3 income accounts that all can be coded to your name or your business name, whatever you prefer, maybe for your tax treatment advantage, so that you are the one that handles all the money going forward. The money's flowing. You are the new owner. You're completely on paper through the transfer in the accounts. The money's to you. You're the new owner, right? Then the way you will pay for this business purchase, since you're only putting down a very small upfront transfer fee, is that you will use some of your future profits to pay for this purchase. Common sense, logical, simple. We call that seller financing. And concept as old as, the Stone Age. So again, none of this for people that are a little bit more familiar, which not everybody is. I mean, when I first came in the industry, I was unfamiliar with a lot of these terms or these transits. So it is cool that we can provide not only an opportunity for you to get a deal done, but learn for future benefit things that you can use yourself, things that you maybe come back if you miss this opportunity because you're too slow, you can take advantage of in the future, educating yourself some ways that you can enrich yourself and position yourself to do the exact same thing. If you want my help, we'd love to reach out and help you do that. So how you pay for this, simple, straightforward. You get all the income accounts, you get the full customer contact list of all the repeat buyers, obviously extremely valuable, and you get 5-year rights to all the digital products sold, which I'll go through through in email in more detail to the person who is interested in doing this deal. Now, you will get, as I said very clearly there, you will get all the monthly money from the business that will flow to you. Then it's your responsibility. You will be responsible to send $900 a month out of your total profits to the previous owners for the next 2 years. That's the way back-end financing works. That's the way you will pay ultimately for this great transfer of a profit-making, money-making asset from the current owners over to you. That's all that's needed to cover the purchase price, so you are free and clear. And the cool thing, this is one of my favorite structures of this deal, the cool thing is that you are given actually through a 3-month grace period to start. So no payments, month 1, month 2, month 3. It's all yours. It's all yours. 90-day grace period. Good deal. So that so as I said, you don't even need to begin paying it off during the first 90 days, which gives you and us plenty of time to get all the business assets fully functioning after the transfer. So this is going to be a very smooth and calm operation for you to take advantage of. This is a pretty good deal, as you can see right now, with what is called, as I've said already several times, seller financing, which is the best kind for you, the buyer, since it's essentially interest-free. That's what we're talking about. Someone has a need, they're being able to take advantage of the need that they have and put you in a position to profit from it, okay? Also, as if this was not good enough to be able to get that grace period and have only a very small, minute amount of profits flowing out that you are fully in control of. In addition to that, This business is funding ready and already has access to a $400,000 business line of credit that the new owner may tap into when the transfer takes place. For some people, depending on your current situation, whatever your now business interests are, for some people, that feature alone would make this a no-brainer good deal, right? So just by itself, that is worth the price. What do they say? Worth the price of admission. Fix my hair a little bit here. On a strands out of place day. Okay, so again, how you take advantage of this opportunity immediately, first come, first serve, while it is still available, is you open up a new browser tab, if that's the easy way for you to do it. You type in www.cashnow348.com. Or if you're inside YouTube itself, they do the posting of a hyperlink, whatever they got. I'm not a technical person, even though I own an internet company. We're business owned. That's what we should focus on. We're older people. We're not young, savvy tech people. Don't need it. Don't want it. You want to. The guy who owns the McDonald's franchise, who got the franchise rights, he's not flipping burgers, or she's not running the till or the cash register. There's a manager put in place that is doing all the things behind the scenes. This is a digitally represented type of version of that kind of thing, where you and I are not rolling up our sleeves to do the heavy lifting of the hard work, which makes this a great opportunity. Passive income is thrown around a lot. It's used in a lot of different contexts, but I think it does apply in its truest sense to this kind of business opportunity, which is why so many people come to us, why this kind of thing is so popular. We build these kinds of things on a repeat basis for many, many, many of our clients. There, again, strike while the iron's hot. There's just one of these available today, so you need that quickly. And as I've said a couple of times, I will personally email you back when you do, within 24 hours. Give me a little time, right? A lot of interest in these things. I run a lot of behind-the-scenes operations. So give me 24 hours. I will email you back to lock you in and to let you know that we've already started the transfer process while you wait for your welcome package to be shipped to you with the transfer papers in it. So there's no delay with the money. The money is going to get coded immediately over to you. I'm going to email you confirmation. The welcome package with the transfer papers is en route on the way. United States Postal Service get to you as fast as possible. Remember, this is a fully refundable deal, so you're not risking anything to start the ball rolling and get the business assets moving over into your name, including the cash flow it is going to be able to make for you. We will be shutting down the offer webpage today with certainty, no question about it, as soon as the business sale takes place and is confirmed to you by email. This will certainly happen before midnight at the latest, okay? So again, early bird gets the worm. First come, first serve. Take advantage of the opportunity if this fits into your portfolio, if this is right for you. If you happen to put down the refundable deposit in the period where the business may or may not be spoken for, this is for fast actors, right? Here's what I will do to satisfy your desire to have this kind of already running business income coming into you. I will contact you and give you the option to take over another very similar business, which is one of several more of these exact kind of profitable business asset transfers I expect to get access to in the next week. So hurry, get this one or get similar. So immediately, to take advantage of this, you're putting yourself at the top of the heap, at the cream of the crop, to do something that is very valuable, very rare, and does not come along except occasionally this time of year. As we've said, taxes are one of the, death and taxes are one of the biggest motivations for people moving out of currently profitable, good existing businesses, okay? What this business does is quite profitable, and it's pretty simple. And it is the model that has been built over and over again that works pretty quickly for the clients that we build this kind of structure for, using our 22 years of e-commerce experience. So you can understand this works because of who built it, constructed it, and has done this many times. So if you hurry to our website, you can claim the specific $6,400 a month business asset, and I will email you confirmation as quickly as possible. Or you can take one or two other similar money-making businesses I will be getting access to sell publicly in the next few days. So if you act fast, you will not miss out on any opportunity. Remember, the transfer fee is fully refundable by just sending the package back when you get it. But I am certain anyone that likes the idea of making money from someone else's early investment will love this chance and opportunity. I mean, this is it's a great example in teaching terms of what we've been doing for over 2 decades. It's a great individual example of an actual business of what we're doing and what we're talking about. And it is a life lesson that, if you're unfamiliar with this, that every single day, good businesses that make money are bought and sold. It's an opportunity to take advantage of, as we've said, what people commonly refer to as seller financing, the best in the market, because there's no qualification, there's no questions, no headaches. Here's my final thoughts on this. Okay, we're quickly running out of time. I only have a few more minutes for my allotted presentation that I want to keep this speeding up and moving. So my final thoughts are this: go right now to the website. Take advantage of the opportunity. Go to cashnow348.com. Click the links you can see beside or below the video screen, the blue links, sometimes even above, depending whatever people are watching on their phones, pads, yada, you name it. Okay. Here's the bottom line on this great opportunity. Some other investors started a good money-making business with my company's help. That's why people come to us. They got into a tax situation where they need to shift their profits from the now into the future, and they will take a big discount on the overall value of this business to do so, because it's worth it. It's worth it to you, it's worth it to them, it's worth it to everybody involved. And doing a quick sale transfer of the full business ownership is the perfect way to do that. I'm not trying to be vague about exactly what this profitable business that is for sale is focused on and is selling so successfully right now to make great money, but I don't want a lot of people to start copying the model. But I can tell you it has a lot to do with this, the digital representation of that kind of thing. So as I said, I'm not being vague for any other reason, but the fact that I don't want a lot of people to see and start trying to copy the model if I detail it in great depth publicly. So I am reserving the exact production distribution model to be just shared with the person that is stepping up to take it over. You'll get all the information, again, fully refundable. You'll be in the catbird seat position to make a huge score. Since you don't have to run it yourself or do any of the heavy management of the process, I don't think it really matters what the specific niche it is in. But as I said, people who know me, you've been around me, you can get a very clear idea of exactly how profitable, successful these types of niches are, and this one has hit a great sweet spot. I'll share all of that detailed information with you via email confirmation. We'll get on the phone, send you your transfer instruction packages, so you will be able to take advantage of this in a very clear way. You're going to get, again, to state this, the basics of this, you're going to get the cash flow from it, and my team will continue to operate it behind the scenes for you as we've done consistently. Here is my this is my very last point, and I'll let you all go. Again, strike now, take advantage of this immediately if this is something that fits in your portfolio. Here's my last point. If you're intrigued about this kind of thing and the opportunity to work with me on other kinds of deals or funding access, just send us an email. You can reply to anything we send you to connect with us so that I can try to help you whatever your needs are. We do a lot of cool things for startups and people already in business. To me, pardon me, the greatest testimonial I've ever seen is I get a report every morning from my team. As I've said before, I have a virtual team out of the Philippines, all English speakers, great Christian community there. And for pennies on the dollar, the Filipino peso, whatever the currency transition, I'm missing the proper word for it, but the conversion gets you hundreds of dollars worth of the best in the world for literally pennies on the dollar. So that staff and that team that's so hardworking, and I've been with them for probably over 15 years now, after a few starts and stops with other ways of doing this. This virtual team working out of the Philippines has become an absolute godsend. And it's one of the reasons why we not only have expanded our business reach, but can help other people that we're working with do it as well. They send me a report, is what I'm trying to get to. Okay, they send me a daily report, and I look on the report. To me, the best testimonial is I see transactions done every single morning from people that have been with us for 8, 9 years, 10 years, even in some cases 12 years. And I say to myself, what we are doing is the right thing. It's valuable, it's working, it's helping people, because 80% of our continued business is repeat customers. So that is the way I know, without a doubt, that what we're, and obviously we're regulated, we're monitored. We wouldn't be allowed to be around in business for over 2 decades if what we didn't have a lot of supreme value, and what we do help a lot of people. So take advantage of the opportunity. I'm looking forward to an opportunity to help all of you who want our company's assistance, and specifically help the people that want to take advantage of a golden opportunity You pay nothing for the first 3 months, then just make a small monthly payment out of the cash flow profits that you're earning. So there's absolutely no way that you go sideways on this deal. This deal, as I've said, will go fast. So grab it now. And you can also talk to me about the next one or any specific individual needs you may have as a business owner, because you can see we've been here for a long time. We're going to hopefully be here a long time. I have contemplated retiring at some point in the, I don't know when, but we're here to help and service people as we have for a long, long time. And you should take advantage of that. Great opportunity, great resources. I literally have spent millions of my own dollars out of pocket to build these systems, to create these networks, to get these opportunities that put funding into people's pockets, give them access to us, not only building successful businesses for them, but when they're ready to step aside, move on to sell them to the next happy owner. Take advantage of all the opportunities while they are here. Hey, I'm hitting my time right on the mark. That's it. I'm out of here. Go to the website right now, cashnow348.com, or click the links beside, below, above the video screen. If you're in YouTube, usually you can click the hyperlink, the blue hyperlink in the description. All take you to the same secure checkout page. That's it. I'm out of here. Look forward to talking to you all again very soon. Ciao.